paunang resulta ng December 2023 Labor Force Survey. We are pleased to welcome the press and media partners here with us on-site and online. Ako po si Janine Almeda, ang inyong moderator for today's press briefing. Bago po natin simulan ang ating press conference, gusto po namin ipahayag na ito ay naka-livestream sa ating PSA Facebook page. Updates are also tweeted on the PSA Twitter with the hashtag PHEmployment. Ikinagagalak ko pong ipakilala si PSA Undersecretary Dennis Mapa, National Statistician and Civil Registrar General, na siyang mag-uulat tungkol sa mga paunang resulta ng Labor Force Survey itong nakalipas na December 2023. Ating pakinggan ang report ni Yusek Dennis Mapa.
Magandang umaga sa ating lahat. Ang Philippine Statistics Authority ay mag-uulat ng Labor and Employment Statistics base sa paunang resulta ng Disyembre 2023 Labor Force Survey. Ang pagkalap ng datos para sa Disyembre 2023 Labor Force Survey ay ginawa sa loob ng 18 araw mula ika-8 hanggang ika-28 ng Disyembre noong nakalipas na taon. Nitong Disyembre 2023, 11,164 ang total sample households na survey ng Philippine Statistics Authority. Samantala, 11,233 naman ang total sample households na na-survey noong Nobyembre 2023 at 10,896 households noong Disyembre 2022. Sa populasyon na 15 taong gulang pataas, ang bilang na nasa labor force o mga individual na employed o unemployed ay naitala sa 52.13 million nitong Disyembre 2023. Ito ay mas mataas kumpara sa naitalang bilang noong Disyembre 2022 na nasa 51.22 million at mas mataas din kumpara noong Nobyembre 2023 na nasa 51.47 million. Ang labor force participation rate itong Disyembre 2023 ay nasa 66.6%. Ito ay bahagyang mas mataas sa naitalang labor force participation rate noong Disyembre 2022 na nasa 66.4% at mas mataas din kumpara sa naitala noong Nobyembre 2023 na nasa 65.9%. Nitong Disyembre 2023, ang employed persons o bilang ng mga may trabaho o negosyo ay naitala sa 50.52 million. Ito ay mas mataas ng 1.52 million kaysa naitala noong Disyembre 2022 na nasa 49 million at mas mataas din kumpara doon sa bilang noong Nobyembre 2023 na nasa 49.64 million. Ang employment rate nitong Disyembre 2023 ay nasa 96.9%. Ito ay mas mataas kumpara sa employment rate na naitala noong Disyembre 2022 at noong Nobyembre 2023 na nasa 95.7% at 96.4% respectively. Ang unemployed persons o bilang ng mga nasa labor force na walang trabaho o negosyo nitong Disyembre 2023 ay nasa 1.6 million. Ito ay mas mababa kaysa sa naitalang bilang na unemployed persons noong Disyembre 2022 na nasa 2.22 million at mas mababa rin kumpara noong Nobyembre 2023 na nasa 1.83 million. Ang unemployment rate ay naitala sa 3.1% o 31 sa kada 1,000 na individual na nasa labor force ang walang trabaho o negosyo nitong Disyembre 2023. Ito ay mas mababa kumpara sa unemployment rate noong Disyembre 2022 na nasa 4.3% at noong Nobyembre 2023 na nasa 3.6%. Ang bilang ng underemployed nitong Disyembre 2023 ay naitala sa 6.01 million. Ito ay mas mababa ng 186,000 kung ikukumpara sa bilang ng underemployed noong Disyembre 2022, ngunit mas mataas naman ito ng 224,000 kumpara sa bilang ng underemployed noong Nobyembre 2023. Ang underemployment rate nitong Disyembre 2023 ay nasa 11.9%. Ito ay mas mababa sa naiulat na underemployment rate noong Disyembre 2022 na nasa 12.6%, ngunit bahagyang mas mataas kumpara sa naiulat noong Nobyembre 2023 na nasa 11.7%. Kung atin namang susuriin ang mga datos ayon sa kasarian, sa buwan ng Disyembre 2023, ang labor force participation rate ng mga kalalakihan ay nasa 77%. Ito ay nananatiling mas mataas kaysa sa labor force participation rate ng mga kababaihan na nasa 56.3%. Nitong Disyembre 2023, ang employment rate ng mga kalalakihan ay naitala sa 97.1%. At mas mataas kaysa sa naitalang employment rate ng mga kababaihan na nasa 96.7%. Samantala, 2.9% o 29 sa kada 1,000 na kalalakihan naman na nasa labor force ang walang trabaho o negosyo nitong Disyembre 2023. Ito ay mas mababa kaysa sa unemployment rate ng mga kababaihan na nasa 3.3%. Sa mga employed na kalalakihan nitong Disyembre 2023, 13.3% sa kanila ay underemployed. Higit na mas mataas ito kumpara sa underemployment rate ng mga kababaihan na nasa 9.9% lamang. Kung ang datos ng pangunahing sektor naman ang ating susuriin nitong Disyembre 2023, ang services sector pa rin ang nanatiling bumubuo sa may pinakamalaking bahagi ng labor force na may 57.3% share. Kasunod dito ang agriculture sector na may 24.4% share, habang ang industry sector naman ay may share na 18.3%. Kung ikukumpara ang bilang ng may trabaho o negosyo sa mga subsectors nitong Disyembre 2023 at noong Disyembre 2022, ang mga subsectors na may pinakamalaking pagtaas sa bilang ng may trabaho o negosyo ay ang mga sumusunod. Construction na may dagdag na 777,000. Ang may pinakamalaking pagtaas sa sektor na ito ay mula sa construction of buildings na kinabibilangan ng construction of all types of residential and non-residential building, kasama rin ang construction of roads, railways, and construction of utility projects. Pangalawa, ang agriculture and forestry na may dagdag na 715,000. Tumaas ang bilang ng employed sa planting, transplanting, and other related activities, growing of coconut including copra making, tuba gathering, and cocoa shell charcoal making in the farm, at growing of banana. Pangatlo, ang accommodation and food service activities, nagmula ang pagtaas nito ay may 498,000 at nagmula ang pagtaas sa restaurants and mobile food service activities tulad ng cafeterias, fast food restaurants, pizza delivery, ice cream vendor, mobile food carts, food preparation in market stalls. Kabilang din ang short-term accommodation activities at event catering. Pangatlo, ang transportation and storage na may dagdag na 174,000. Tumaas ang bilang ng may trabaho o negosyo sa courier activities tulad ng pick-up, sorting, transport, and delivery, whether domestic or international, of mail-type parcels and packages. Kasama rin ang other passenger land transport na kinabibilangan ng taxi operations, airport shuttles, rental of cars and trucks with drivers, jeepney and Asian utility vehicle operation, tricycle and pedicab operation, public utility cars, and taxicab operation. Panglima, ang human health and social work activities na may dagdag na 140,000. Ang pagtaas ay mula sa private and public hospital, sanitarian, and other similar activities, private medical, dental, and other health activities. Sa kabilang banda, mga subsectors na may pinakamalaking pagbaba sa bilang ng may trabaho o negosyo kung ikukumpara ang Disyembre 2023 sa Disyembre 2022 ay ang mga sumusunod. Wholesale and retail trade, repair of motor vehicles and motorcycles na may bawas na 660,000. Ang may pinakamalaking pagbaba sa bilang ng employed ay mula sa retail sale, not in-store stalls or markets, tulad ng direct sale, door-to-door salespersons through vending machines, direct selling of fuel, drinking water, delivered directly to the customers. Kasama rin ang retail sale of food in specialized stores, kagaya ng retail sale of fruits and vegetables, retail sale of eggs and dairy products, meat and poultry products, at retail sale of bakery products. Pangalawa, ang administrative and support service activities na may bawas ng 250,000. Ito ay mula sa general cleaning of buildings such as offices, houses, apartments, factories, shops, and other institutions. May pagbaba rin sa photocopying document preparation and other specialized office support activities at call center activities. Pangatlo, ang fishing and aquaculture na may bawas ng 159,000. Ang may pinakamalaking pagbaba sa bilang ng employed ay mula sa marine fishing na kinabibilangan ng fishing on a commercial basis in ocean and coastal water, kasama rin ang gathering of other marine organism and materials tulad ng natural pearls and corals. Pang-apat, ang financial and insurance activities na may bawas ng 132,000. Bumaba ang bilang ng may trabaho o negosyo sa other credit granting tulad ng financial service activities primarily concerned with making loans by institutions not involved in monetary intermediation. Kasama rin dito ang nasa pawn shop operations and non-life insurance. Kung ikukumpara naman ang bilang ng may trabaho o negosyo sa mga subsectors nitong Disyembre 2023 at Nobyembre 2023, ang mga subsectors na may pinakamalaking pagtaas sa bilang ng may trabaho o negosyo ay ang mga sumusunod. Manufacturing na may dagdag na 846,000. Construction na may dagdag na 462,000. Agriculture and forestry may dagdag na 300,000. Accommodation and food service activities may dagdag na 174,000. At public administration and defense, compulsory social security na may dagdag na 148,000. Sa kabilang banda, mga subsectors na may pinakamalaking pagbaba sa bilang ng may trabaho o negosyo kung ikukumpara ang Disyembre 2023 sa Nobyembre 2023 ay ang mga sumusunod. Wholesale and retail trade, repair of motor vehicles and motorcycles na may bawas na 655,000. Administrative and support service activities may bawas ng 183,000. Transportation and storage may bawas ng 181,000. At fishing and aquaculture may bawas ng 174,000. Sa mga employed, 31.9% ang nagtatrabaho o nagdinegosyo na hindi aabot sa 40 hours sa isang linggo nitong Disyembre 2023. Ito ay nasa 34.1% noong Disyembre 2022 at 32.8% naman noong Nobyembre 2023. Samantala, tumaas sa 67.5% ang nagtatrabaho ng lagpas sa 40 hours per week nitong Disyembre 2023 mula sa 66.4% noong Nobyembre 2023. Nitong Disyembre 2023 na itala sa 40.6 hours ang average hours worked in a week ng mga may trabaho o may negosyo. Ito ay mas mataas kumpara sa naitalang average hours worked in a week noong Disyembre 2022 na nasa 40.3 hours at mas mataas din kumpara noong Nobyembre 2023 na naitala sa 40.2 hours per week. Kung susuriin naman ang mga employed persons ayon sa class of workers nitong Disyembre 2023, ang wage and salary earners ang natiling bumubuo sa may pinakamalaking bahagi ng employed na nasa 62.7%. Kasunod dito ang self-employed without employees na nasa 27.4% at unpaid family workers na nasa 7.8%. Ang employers in own family-operated farm o business ang bumubuo sa may pinakamaliit na bahagi na nasa 2.1%. Sa bilang na 31.66 million na wage and salary workers, mapapansin na ang nasa private establishment ang may pinakamalaking share na nasa 49.2 percentage points, Kasunod dito ang workers sa gobyerno o government corporation na may 8.8 percentage points at workers for private households na nasa 4.2 percentage points. Makikitang ang mga workers in own operated farm or business ang may pinakamaliit na share na nasa 0.4 percentage point. Nitong Disyembre 2023, ang nakapagtala ng may pinakamalaking bilang ng pagtaas ng may trabaho o negosyo kung ikukumpara sa Disyembre 2022 ayon sa major occupation group ay ang mga sumusunod. Crafts and related trade workers may dagdag na 646,000. Professionals may dagdag na 286,000. Technicians and associate professionals may dagdag na 283,000. Elementary occupation may dagdag na 268,000 at plant and machine operators and assemblers na may dagdag naman na 248,000. Sa kabilang banda, ang mga major occupation groups na may pinakamalaking pagbaba sa bilang ng mga may trabaho o negosyo kung ikukumpara ang Disyembre 2023 sa Disyembre 2022 ay ang mga sumusunod. Clerical support workers na may bawas na 213,000 at managers na may bawas na 209,000. Kung ikukumpara naman ang bilang ng may trabaho o negosyo sa major occupation groups nitong Disyembre 2023 sa Nobyembre 2023, ang mga major occupations na may pinakamalaking pagtaas sa bilang ng may trabaho o negosyo ay ang mga sumusunod. Crafts and related trade workers may dagdag na 1.02 million at technicians and associate professionals may dagdag na 185,000. Ang major occupation group naman na may pinakamalaking pagbaba sa bilang ng may trabaho o negosyo kung ikukumpara ang Disyembre 2023 sa Nobyembre 2023 ay ang sales and service workers na may bawas na 210,000. Dito nagtatapos ang aming pag-uulat sa paunang resulta ng Disyembre 2023 Labor Force Survey. Ang Philippine Statistics Authority ay malugod na nagpapasalamat sa inyong pakikilahok sa press briefing na ito. Muli magandang umaga at mabuhay tayong lahat.
Maraming salamat, Undersecretary Mapa, para sa pagbabahagi sa amin ng mga paunang resulta ng December 2023 Labor Force Survey. Ngayon, matapos po natin marinig ang ulat ni Yusek Mapa, andito na po tayo sa bahagi ng ating open forum. Bago po natin simulan ang ating question and answer, nais naming ipahayag na ang press kits ay aming ipapadala via email for our online participants at dito naman po para sa ating mga on-site participants. Para sa mga nais pong magtanong, please raise your hand to be recognized. Pakigamit po ang raise hand feature or send your questions via chat box. Kapag kayo po ay natawag upang magtanong, please state your name and organization. Ngayon, handa na po tayo. Yes, Ms. Kai?
Hi, sir. Good morning.
Good morning.
Sir, can we get the full year
Average.
data for unemployment, underemployment, LFPR, and employment? Thank you.
Thank you. For 2023, yung ating average labor force participation rate ay nasa 64.9%. Mataas ito compared sa 2022 na nasa 64.7% full year. In terms of number naman na nasa labor force, ito ay nag-average ng 38 million. 50.38 million. Compared nung 2022 na nasa 49.56 million. So tumaas din ng mga siguro 800,000. For employment or employed, ang ating employment rate na average for 2023 ay nasa 95.7%. This is higher compared to the full year 2022 na nasa 94.6%. In terms of number, ang 95.7% ay about 48.2 million compared noong 2022 na nasa 46.9 million. So may substantial din na pagtaas sa employed. Sa unemployed naman, ang ating average for full year ay ito ay nasa 4.3% unemployment rate compared to 2022 na sa 5.4% unemployment rate. In terms of numbers, ito ay nasa about 2.19 million for full year 2023 and mababa compared naman noong 2022 na nasa 2.67 million. And lastly, yung underemployed, ang underemployment rate natin noong 2023 full year ay nasa 12.3%. This is lower compared to the full year 2022 which is 14.2%. In terms of number, ang underemployed persons noong full year 2023 ay nasa 5.95 million. And this is lower compared to the number noong 2022 na nasa 6.68 million. Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Sir, follow-up lang. Yung sa employment rate na 96%, is that the highest
For
since
December?
Yes,
For
for December.
Yeah, this is the highest since 2005. No? The same with the unemployment rate na 3.1%. This is also the lowest since 2005. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, Ms. Guy. Yes, we have another question here on site.
So as you said po, unemployment was the lowest since 2005. Can we get a breakdown of what contributed most to the decline in unemployment?
Okay, yung siguro kasi baliktad naman ito. Tingnan natin yung increase sa employment kasi pag nag-increase yung employment, bumababa yung unemployment. May substantial kasi na first year on year nag-increase tayo ng employed ng mga 1.52 million year on year, no, from December 2022 to December 2023 at ang malaki dito na nag-contribute as I mentioned kanina ay nasa construction sector. Ito ay nagdagdag ng mga 777,000 at ang karamihan dito ay construction of buildings na residential and non-residential. Second, of course, yung agri and forestry na nagdagdag ng 715,000 plus yung accommodation and food service activities na may nagdagdag na 498,000. So dito yung mga sources. In terms of yung by occupation, ang malaki na nagdagdag ay yung mga tinatawag natin na undercraft and related trade workers. So nagdagdag sila ng mga 646,000. Ang malaki dito yung related again sa construction kasi stone mason and carpenters. Ito ay mga nasa more than 300,000. And handicraft workers in wood and related materials, we check it out. Most probably this is due to the holidays, yung mga binibili ng mga households, ano. Yung household consumption, household final consumption expenditure natin doon sa category na furnishing and fixtures kung saan link dito yung mga workers under craft and related trade workers ay tumaas nung fourth quarter na 5.4%, which is the highest in that year. So nakita natin on the demand side, yung household final consumption expenditure related in particular sa furnishing and fixtures sa bahay, tumaas siya, highest during the fourth quarter, that includes December, and reflected din isa rin sa pinakamalaking nag-contribute ng increase sa employment ay yung mga workers in handicraft subsectors. Nakita ko rin yung sa unemployment kasi mataas yung ating labor force participation rate, ano. So we check the those that are not part of the labor force kasi may mga reasons tayo at may mga magandang information dito. For example, yung nagsasabi na believe no work is available, bumaba sa substantially. December in 2022, ito ay mga nasa 116,000. So hindi sila nag-participate sa labor force kasi sabi nila, they believe that no work is available. Pero itong December 2023, ito ay bumaba sa 93,000. So may bawas ng mga 24,000. So I suppose ito yung pumasok na sa labor force. In addition, tumaas naman ang nagsabi na they're not in the labor force because they're waiting results from previous job application. December 2022, ito ay nasa 69,000. Pero nung December 2023, ito ay nasa 162,000. So pwedeng makita natin ito sa mga susunod na buwan if they already got the job. So these are two additional information that supports yung ating positive results sa labor force survey. Thank you.
Thank you po.
Thank you, Ines. Okay, we have another question here, Sir Jason of SMNI.
Hi sir. Sir, dito lang po sa sa largest drop in employment sa month-on-month comparison because dito po sa wholesale and retail trade bumaba po sa 655,000 knowing na it's December, so we are expecting na tataas po yung bilang ng mga employed sa industry na yan.
Ang kasama kanina in-explain ko ang karamihan dito ay nasa food sector. At if you recall yung ating GDP ng fourth quarter, ang household final consumption expenditure sa food sector ay mabagal ang pagtaas. So medyo mix yung result. Sabi ko kanina, doon sa household final consumption expenditure related to furnishing and household fixtures, tumaas siya. Mas marami yung workers doon at tumaas yung output yung sa demand side, no? And then dito naman bumaba, unfortunately, yung sa mga retail trade related to food. And it was shown also on the demand side ng GDP natin, yung household final consumption expenditure, na yung increase natin sa household final consumption expenditure related to food consumption ay very low. Thank you. So sila yung affected. Kumbaga, may positive, may medyo negative impact.
Thank you, sir. Sir, yes, follow-up question.
It is because of the inflation, sir. Tama po ba yung pagkakaintindi
Well,
ko?
yeah, that's possible because of the high price. So doon nakita natin, as explained nung GDP natin na press con, ay yung inflation may impact talaga doon sa food natin consumption. So dito nagpakita rin. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Sir, would just like to add an online question connected to the question of Sir Jason. From Sir Ted Cordero of GMA News, masasabi po ba na seasonal lang ang improvement na ito sa labor statistics dahil sa holidays?
Well, nakikita naman natin yan. Kung titingnan natin yung time series natin, talagang pag nag-fourth quarter na, nagsisimula na talagang tumaas yung ating employment rate and even the labor force participation. So we are seeing it in the previous years, no? So yes, there is really seasonality, and this is because, of course, during the holidays you have consumption is higher, and thus nagki-create tayo ng additional jobs, no? Ang titingnan naman natin yung ano mangyayari during the first quarter, and of course katatapos lang ng survey namin sa January, which is a bigger sample dahil ito ay kasama sa Family Income and Expenditure Survey. Again, based on historical data, ang iba dito na employed nung, let's say, the fourth quarter, nami-maintain naman sila during January or the first quarter. But we will wait for the result of the January Labor Force Survey to really see the picture. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. We have a question from Ms. Bernadette Reyes of GMA.
Hi sir, good morning.
Good morning.
Opo. Sir, month on month and year, yung wholesale and retail trade po talaga yung may largest drop. Does it follow po ba that people seeking employment should consider other industries?
Hindi naman doon sa wholesale and retail kasi malaki ito ito yung pinakamalaki na component. So sinasabi lang dito sa data natin na may mga subsectors na medyo naapektuhan, and dito talaga nakikita naman natin yung sa food sector nga pero yung iba naman ay tumaas din, no? So yung increases natin, particularly sabi ko nga kanina, yung manufacture of products na related to bamboo cane, rattan, and the likes, ito yung mga fruit basket, mga examples. Bamboo fans, basically yung mga, sabi ko nga kanina, yung household furnishing and fixtures. Dito tumaas siya, 160,000 ang increase month on month. Yung manufacture of products na may leather component, example namin dito yung mga bags. No? I suppose this is also part of yung holidays. May dagdag na 89,000 at manufacture of plywood, board particle panels, which is related to construction, tumaas naman ng 85,000. So dito may mga subsectors tayo na tumaas, but of course may mga subsectors tayo na bumaba, and yun nga yung sa retail trade yun yung substantial 279,000, and most of them are in the food subsectors. So not necessarily kasi food naman is being consumed. Ano naman yun eh, that is a palaging component. Siguro, tinitingnan lang, of course, we reported that inflation slowed down in January, and that might increase confidence of consumers para tumaas naman itong ating employment sa retail sale related to food subsectors. Thank you.
Thank you po, sir.
Thank you, sir. Okay, we have another question here from Sir Gio of TV5.
Hi sir, good morning
Good
po.
morning.
Sir, if I'm not mistaken, you mentioned kanina na yung mataas na employment rate will continue in January 2024.
Ang una, yung last quarter, may seasonality talaga tayo. So normally nagsa-spike talaga yung ating number because of additional workers, particularly doon sa services sector. Pero ang nakikita namin in the previous naman, a portion of them are actually retained in January, no. So we will be seeing the picture, ano yung situation once we report the January labor force survey, which is a bigger sample because of the family income and expenditure survey.
Pero sir, aside from seasonality, ma-attribute din po ba natin na ma-maintain yung number na yan? It's because of the quality of jobs?
Yung job availability muna, nakikita natin na may mga signals kami na nakikita. It seems yung confidence ng ating mga individuals na nasa labor force ay mataas. Sabi ko nga kanina, year on year, bumaba yung number na nagsasabi na no job available. Kaya hindi sila nagpa-participate sa labor force. So that's a positive sign that they are confident that there is a available job. Tumaas din yung nagsasabi na they are waiting for the result of their previous job application. No? While it is not reported as employed right now, but because of that number na mataas, pwedeng ma-convert yun sa employment in the next month, no, which is January. So the signs are there na positive yung ating January. But of course, we will wait for the result from the labor force survey.
Thank you so much, sir.
Thank you, sir. Okay, we have another question here on site.
Sir, balikan ko lang po dito sa construction po, yung may pinaka-highest na pagtaas sa employment. Kasama, ibig po sabihin natin dito is yung housing po. No?
Housing ang malaki na nag-contribute dito. So I understand, for example, yung government natin, di ba, may malaking housing projects. So pwedeng dito na. Kasi ang nakalagay dito, substantial siya, construction of buildings na residential. And kasama rin yung non-residential, but a number of this would be really in the residential side.
Sir, pinapatanong lang din po ng kasamahan natin dito sa sir sa A to Z. Tanong niya sir, sa bilang po ng mga walang trabaho, included na po ba daw yung mga displaced jeepney drivers dahil sa issue po ng PUV modernization?
Yung dito nakikita namin nyo, this is month on month, no? November 2023 versus December 2023. May increases pa nga tayo dito sa mga drivers, ano? Although yung categories na increases ay TNBS, motorcycle drivers, may dagdag na 82,000. Cars, taxi and van drivers, 82,000 din yung dagdag. Kasama sila sa under. Okay. So kasama dito yung mga jeepney drivers, may dagdag na 82,000. Pero ito na, parang buo na ito, cars, van, jeepney drivers, November to December. So wala pa naman na kami nakikitang information na may pagbagsak. And I understand na extend kasi yung ating deadline, no? So wala pa ritong, walang information from the December labor force survey showing decreases. Thank you.
Okay, we have another question here. Ms. Kai.
Sir, regarding invisible underemployment, nag-increase siya by 129,000. So, what could have been the reason for that? And also, would that also help explain kung bakit more people are working over 40 hours?
Yung average natin is higher, ano? Now normally, as I've said, tumaas yung ating underemployment in terms of numbers. Ganyan naman palagi, di ba? Nakikita natin yan in the previous surveys natin. Tumaas kasi yung ating labor force participation. Tumaas, so maraming nag-participate. And Some of them are absorbed as employed, and it's shown here, 1.53 million increase. But of course, when you are employed, again, dahil sa huge number, not all of them would be fully employed na 40 hours or more. No? So that's why nagkakaroon din ng some of them are employed but considered as underemployed. So because of the huge number ng increase, no, hindi talaga na-absorb lahat as fully employed. So that explains the I think it's really the number, and some of them will be considered as underemployed. Thank you.
Sir, yung sa working hours, bakit mas madami yung over 40 hours?
Well, it's December. It's the holidays. Yeah, and yung mga 'di ba sa services sector natin, sa mga malls extended, even yung mga bazaars natin nag-extend. So that's one reason. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, Ms. Kai. Any other questions? Yes, we have another question here from Ms. Andrea.
Hi po, ask ka lang po again yung employment full year data as well as unemployment and the labor force participation average for full year.
Okay, yung just like to repeat na yung ating labor force participation full year 2023, 64.9%. As I've said, that's higher compared to 2022 na nasa 64.7%. For employed, ang ating employment rate nung full year 2023 ay nasa 95.7%. And this is again higher compared to the full year 2022 employment rate of 94.6%. Yung unemployment rate natin na full year 2023 ay nasa 4.3%, and this is higher compared to 2022 na 5.4%. And lastly, underemployment full year 2023 is 12.3%, higher compared to 2022 full year underemployment, which is 14.2%.
Okay po. Just to ask again po, the unemployment, this was the lowest full year since when?
Yung ating month ngayon na 3.1 unemployment rate, this is the lowest since 2005, kung saan nag-start ang bagong series, no, after we revised the definition. So parang lowest siya since 2005.
Okay po, thank
Thank
you.
you.
Thank you, sir. Any other questions? How about online? Do we have any other questions po from our online participants? Okay, so before we end our press conference, may we request our media partners to accomplish our short evaluation form. The link is sent here in our email, in your emails and in our Zoom chat. This form will be helpful for us to get your feedback on the conduct of our press briefing. Okay, so if there are no more questions, wala na rin po tayo online. Okay, thank you very much. Nais po naming pasalamatan kayong lahat sa pakikinig at pagsali sa ating press conference sa mga paunang resulta ng December 2023 Labor Force Survey. Sana'y patuloy po ninyo kaming suportahan at ang mga proyekto at activities ng Philippine Statistics Authority. You may visit our webpage at www.psa.gov.ph for more updates. Muli, ako po si Janine Almeda ng Philippine Statistics Authority. Maraming salamat at magandang umaga po sa ating lahat.